The Schwab Formula: Unlocking Success Through Customer-Centric Innovation. Chapter 1: A Vision Born from a Whisper. Charles Schwab was not born into a world of high finance. He grew up in a working-class family in Sacramento and learned the value of hard work early. When he first sat in a brokerage office and saw the confusion his father faced with market data, he whispered a thought into his mind that would become a company. The everyday investor should be treated like a partner, not a second-rate customer. This was the seed of Schwab's legacy. He founded his first brokerage in a tiny office with a single computer that ran on dial-up. The story of the tiny office, the humble beginning, the huge dream, reminds us that revolutionary ideas often start in the most unassuming places. Schwab's humility is echoed in his motto: "We are not the company that gives you good news. We are the company that offers you the honest truth." The lesson for today is that the power of an idea lies not in its scale, but in its authenticity. If you feel a spark of brilliance, nurture it just as Schwab nurtured his small office, and trust that it can grow. Concrete application: identify a small, unmet need in your industry, whether by a customer, a colleague, or a personal frustration. Write it down, keep a clear image of it, and let it drive your day. Key takeaways: the foundation of greatness is a single, genuine idea that resonates. Embrace humility, trust your vision to grow. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more. Reflective question: what small, honest need in your life could become a large opportunity if you commit to it? Chapter 2: Principles that Build an Empire. Schwab taught that financial services should be simple, transparent, and affordable. 3 core principles emerge from his philosophy. 1. Customer first: treat every investor as a partner. 2. Cost leadership: keep fees low so everyone can invest. 3. Empowerment: provide tools that allow clients to make their own decisions. An anecdote illustrates this. When a bank threatened to raise its commission, Schwab said, "We stand ready to fight for people who would keep their money in the right place." He founded a brokerage that slashed commissions to 95 cents a trade, proving that service does not require high prices. The modern business lesson: competition can be turned into a catalyst for service, not an excuse for complacency. Practical application: audit your costs and challenge every fee you charge. Reframe your offerings as services, not products, to elevate client perception. Build an internal FAQ or a simple guide that educates your customers about your services. Concrete example: if you run a consulting firm, create a 1-page checklist that explains how to use your services and set a price that is competitive yet sustainable. Key takeaways: people will choose you if you cut costs, empower them, and treat them with respect. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more. Reflective question: which one of Schwab's 3 principles do you feel most connected to, and how can you weave it into your daily decision-making? Chapter 3: Turning Principles into Practice. Schwab's career is a masterclass in turning ideals into action. When he started in 1975, he brought a 12-hour day of manual trading to a market that was still dominated by big banks. He invested heavily in technology, first a basic stock price feed, then a computer system that processed trades in seconds. He used the slogan, "Make the market work for everyone, not just the big players." His real-world challenge came when the industry resisted high-speed data. Schwab's response: "If the world doesn't follow, we make it happen." He purchased a proprietary satellite link that made real-time pricing possible for small investors, a radical act that put millions on the same playing field. The business lesson: breakpoint thinking is more powerful than incrementalism. If the status quo hurts, act decisively. Practical application: identify a technology or process that limits your growth. Evaluate all options, not just the easy ones. Pilot a small project. If it works, refine and expand. Concrete example: if you are a retailer, test an automated inventory system to reduce out-of-stock incidents. Start with 1 product line, measure results, and then replicate. Key takeaways: vision plus action equals transformation. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more. Reflective question: which outdated practice in your industry can you challenge today, and what bold step would you take to overcome it? Chapter 4: The Schwab Blueprint for Today. Charles Schwab's methods are not relics. They thrive in the digital age. Adapt his wisdom to modern life. Create a mobile-first strategy. Schwab's early adoption of mobile trading shows foresight. For today, ensure your clients can access services on any device. Invest in data transparency. Schwab opened his books in a time when data was opaque. Use dashboards and clear analytics to empower your customers. Foster an inclusive culture. Schwab hired people who believed in customer service. Develop a team that values empathy and accountability. Actionable steps. 1. Build an app that hosts a simple, clean trading interface for new investors. 2. Publish a monthly market update that explains trends in plain language. 3. Host quarterly team meetings where every voice can propose a customer-first idea. Concrete example. A small fintech company might pilot a community feature on its platform where clients share success stories and tips, thereby reinforcing Schwab's human touch ethos. Key takeaways: customer focus, data clarity, and inclusive culture are timeless drivers of success. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more. Reflective question: how can you transform your organization's culture so that every employee feels responsible for delivering customer-first solutions? Chapter 5, Your Journey Begins Now. Charles Schwab taught that greatness is a journey built on simple, honest principles. If you remember the humble office that birthed a global brokerage, the relentless pursuit of low cost, and the empowerment of the everyday investor, you hold the tools to transform any field. Takeaway: start small but think large. Let customer needs guide every product. Cut cost barriers, but never cut service quality. Apply his wisdom by questioning current assumptions, investing in technology that benefits the user, and building a team that believes in your vision. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and subscribe for more. Final reflective question: what personal or professional transformation will you commit to today, inspired by the Schwab legacy of innovation, affordability, and empowerment?